So after Google's AI event, the word Gemini became much more popular, and many of you watching this video must have already heard about it and may have used it as well in your smartphones. But what if I say you can use that same Gemini AI in your ESP32 board and can ask any questions that you want? Let me show you a quick demo. Okay, so this ESP32 is running the Gemini APIs in the backend, and here in the CL monitor, I can ask any question that I want. So I'll ask the question like ChatGPT or Gemini. Who is better? Answer in one line. Let's just ask this question. So it's asking the question to Gemini, and let's just wait for the response. Okay, so we got the response. Both ChatGPT and Gemini have strengths and weaknesses, so it depends on your specific need. A precise, cut to the point answer given by Gemini. Isn't that amazing? And in this video, I'm going to show the complete process of making this, starting from generating the Gemini API. Later, I'll show you how to use the Gemini API in the Postman application. And finally, I'll show you the complete code written in Arduino IDE that will help you to ask any question that you want using just the ESP32 board. And in the end of the video, I'll conclude whether you should go for ChatGPT API or Gemini API to make your own assistant with the help of ESP32 board. So let's get started. So first, let me guide you with generating the API key for Gemini, and for that you have to go to Google and just search for Gemini API docs, and here click on the first link. Then I'll check mark all the boxes and click on continue. Now click on get API key. Here I'll create the API key for a new project. And here is the API key for my project, and that's it about the first step. And now let's move on to next step and test out the API in the Postman application. So for that, first you need to download the Postman application from this download page, whose link I'll be attaching in the description of this video. After downloading, installing and making an account here, just open the app and it will look something like this. And now just click on this plus icon, and here we can put any API and test it out, and that's what's basically the function of Postman application. You can test your APIs here, what response you are getting, what kind of error you're getting, everything you can test out here. Okay, so here we'll be making the post request, and the URL will be this, in which you need to attach the Gemini API key which you have just copied at the end of the link. And here in the link it is also mentioned that we are using the Gemini 1.5 Flash model for generating the answers. There are a couple of models provided by Gemini, and we are using this Flash version. So that's the URL. Later you need to go to the header section, and here you need to add one header called as content type, and its value will be application/JSON. Great. Now the last step is we need to provide the body. Now the body will contain the question and also the maximum number of tokens to be utilized from your account. For that, first you need to click on the raw button, and later you need to provide this many line of code here. So now here in the text part, we need to provide the question that we need to ask to Gemini. For example, the question I want to ask is, who are you? Question mark. Later, here is a term called as maximum output token, which is mentioned as 100. So for those who already watched my ChatGPT AI assistant based video, must be knowing about what is a token. But for others, let me explain. So token defines how long the answer will be. The more the number of tokens, the longer the answer will be. The less the number of tokens, the shorter the answer will be. A token can be referred as 3 or 4 words probably, I don't remember exactly, but it is directly proportional to the number of words generated by the AI model. So right now I have provided as 100, so I'll show you with the 100, and after that I'll show you with decreasing the number of tokens, like what difference it creates. So now this is the complete API. Now we can just click on the send button, and let's see what response we are getting. Okay, so we got the response. First of all, it says status is equal to 200. Okay, means that it was successful response. The API link was perfect without any error. And here we got complete response in the body, and the main answer is returned here. So it says I am a large language model trained by Google. So that's what the answer is in the 100 token. But if I decrease the token to, let's say, 20, and if I ask the same question, let's see what response we are getting. So as you can see, it says, I am a large language model trained by Google. Here are some things about me. That's it. So as you can see, by decreasing the number of tokens, we got a shorter answer. So that was the complete API key or API link of the Gemini. And here you can ask any question you want, like who is Elon Musk? And if I ask this, I get this answer. Elon Musk is a South African born American entrepreneur. South African? I was not aware about that. But yeah, basically you can ask any question that you want and the answer will be generated by Gemini AI and we'll be getting the response within seconds. So that was the step 2 about using it with the Postman application. And now the last step is how we can integrate this complete API structure, API key, maximum tokens, quotient, everything into our ESP32 code. Let me show you. Okay, so here is the code for our ESP32 board and here I'm using the ESP32 DoIt V1 board which is available for sale at the best price on internet only on techiesms.com, and we have tested our development boards and that are working great with this Gemini APIs. So do purchase it only from techiesms.com, the link is in the description, and with this you will be indirectly supporting us for researching and making such unique projects free of cost on YouTube. Okay, so let's just start with the code part. So first of all, you need to provide the SSID name and password of your Wi-Fi router to make it talk with internet. Later here, you need to provide the Gemini token, or you can say the Gemini API key that we have generated. Later you need to provide the maximum number of tokens that you want to utilize for generating the answer. So that was all about the variables. Later in the setup part, we are just making the connection with the Wi-Fi network. After getting connected, we are getting into the loop part where it will be waiting for the question to be asked. So here I have programmed it in such a way that you can ask the question in the serial monitor itself, and once you ask the question it will make the request of this API. Later it will add all this thing into the body part of that URL, and after requesting it will wait for the response, and once we get the response we are filtering out the text response that we are getting, the actual answer that we are getting from that complete response, and later what we are doing is we are printing it in the serial monitor. We have this much line of code which is commented right now, but I'll explain it later after uploading the code. So we'll be able to see the answer. In case there is some error, it will be printing that error message here, and that was the simple code. Later it will again wait for the next question to be asked, and that's how it will work. So here I'll select the right board, which is ESP32 DoIt V1. Later I will select the right COM port on which my ESP board is connected with, and let's just hit the upload button.
A few minutes later.
Okay, so the code is successfully uploaded. Let's just open the serial monitor. Let me just reset this board, connecting to my router, got connected, and it is waiting for our question. So let's just ask the simple question as who are you? Question mark. Asking your question, who are you? And we got the answer. I am a large language model trained by Google. Here's a little more about me. I am an AI, I'm not a human. So we got the answer basically. But if you look at carefully, then we are getting a lot of asterisk in the message. So now to remove this asterisk and unwanted spaces and make the answer like a plain text answer, we have added this filtration part. So if I remove this comment, then this many line of code will help you to filter out all the unnecessary data except the complete plain text answer, you can say. Okay, so let's try to upload this code and see the difference.
5 minutes later.
Okay, the code is uploaded successfully. I'll reset the board again. Okay, it says connecting to my Wi-Fi router. Okay, got connected, waiting for the question. Let's just ask the same question like who are you? Question mark. And now as you can see, we got the plain text answer, no more asterisk, no more unwanted spacing, nothing, just a plain text answer that we can give to our text to speech model and can generate the speech of this answer. So this was all about how you can use the Gemini API into the ESP32 board to ask any question that you want. It's kind of your own AI assistant built in on your ESP32 board. And now comes the important question, which is, what are the charges for these APIs? Is it free? If it is free, then how long it will be free? Well, let me answer all this question for you. So here's the complete API plan billing information, and for the Gemini 1.5 Flash model which we are using for our ESP32 board, the free of charge plan includes 15 RPM, that's 15 requests per minute, which means we can ask up to 15 questions every minute, which is like more than enough for us, right? Then we have 1 million TPM, that's token per minute, which means you can generate big poems or write essays every minute, because 1 million tokens, like 10 lakh tokens a minute, is like way more than enough for our project purpose. Then we have 1500 RPD, that's request per day. So in a single day, like within 24 hours, we can ask up to 1500 questions, and 15 questions per minute is the rate. So these are kind of the criteria for, or the rate limit we can say, for a free plan, and it is free for input, free for output, and kind of free for lifetime. So what I think, these limits are way more than enough for a student who want to showcase this project in their school or colleges for science fair, exhibition, anything. Well, this limit is more than enough for you. And in case if you're enterprise and use it for other purpose, well, here they have the pay as you go plan as well that you can refer. And now the question is whether we should go for the ChatGPT API or the Gemini API for our ESP32 assistant project. So well, my conclusion will be only based on the ease of use of both the models with the help of the ESP32 board, and I'm not concluding based upon how accurate a particular model is and how much a better answer any of the AI model generates. I'm not concluding on that basis. So concluding on the ease of use, then definitely Google's Gemini is very easy and straightforward to be used by a lot of parameters. First, in ChatGPT, or we can say OpenAI, you need to create a separate account, while in Gemini it's already linked with your Google account. Secondly, in OpenAI you are getting only $5 credit initially, and that will only last around a month or two, I don't remember exactly, but you get a $5 credit. While in Gemini you are not getting any credit, but the free plan got some rate limits which are way more than enough for asking basic questions and making projects on ESP32 board. And lastly, in ChatGPT, after that $5 credit or the free time period is over, you need to pay for it to use it further. While in Gemini, if you are under rate limits, well, you can use it for free for lifetime, at least while making this video, because currently they have provided that free plan with all the rate limits, and technically it sounds like we can use it for free for lifetime. So based on all these parameters, Gemini is definitely very easy to use if you are using with the ESP32 board to make it your own personal AI assistant. So that was all about how to use the Gemini onto your ESP32 board to make your own personal AI assistant. Well, do click the like button right now if you find this video, find this concept really unique and interesting. And what do you say? Should we make our own personal assistant using the Gemini API, where we can ask the question directly with the mic and it can give the answer directly via speaker? But if you really want me to make it, just type out as we want it in the comment section and let me see how many of you people really want that project. And yeah, all the important links and the code file will be available down in the description of the video, so do check it out and do try out this project. And yeah, that being said, I'm just ending this video here, and now just wait for my next video. Until then, explore, learn, share with me, techiesms.